I did it. I bought into the hype. I added some more friends to the circle. Please welcome them. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button and join the fam. You will not regret it. Thank you so much for helping me hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm truly blown away. I'm so thankful. I'm honestly in awe. I can't believe it. Like, that was my goal for this year and we've already done it and we're only like halfway through the year, right? I think so. Yeah, June, the 6th month. Duh. So I'm really excited and I can't wait to see how much more we grow this year. So thank you again. And if you are new here, please click the subscribe button. I focus on beauty content, fragrance content, and throw in a little lifestyle every now and then. So yes, I bought into the hype. I bought 3, not 1, not 2, 3 new Sol de Janeiro body sprays. So if you want to see my first impressions of these, then just keep watching. These are new, you guys. See? Because I had to wait for you guys, my friends, to be here with me when I tried these out. This one I did get a little sniff of because it had kind of leaked in the package when it was getting shipped to me. So this one I may have cheated a little bit when I saw a little moisture under the plastic. I couldn't help myself, but I know you guys won't be mad at me. You guys understand, you get me, like we're on the same page. I really tried not to watch YouTube videos on these. I did hear a little talk in my fragrance group. I really tried not to dive into videos even though I was so tempted, you guys, so tempted, because I really wanted to keep my opinions totally like fresh and really my opinions without being influenced by anybody else, because you know I love to share with you guys if I really believe something is worth your hard-earned money or not. Times are tough, money is tight, so you know I will always tell you the truth if I think it's worth it or not. So let's start with tan lines, of course. The pink packaging got me. So if you don't know anything about Sol de Janeiro, they really became famous because of their boom boom, bum bum cream, whatever you want to call it. That is what they really got known for. And then they started diving into fragrance because everybody loves the smell of the bum bum, boom boom cream, whatever you want to call it. And then they started expanding and launching other fragrances. I did try their perfume, which I will link the video down below. When it first came out, I think their body splash is better. I actually think it smells a little bit better in the body splash than spending the big coin on the perfume. It's been a hot minute since I've purchased Sol de Janeiro because the cream is so expensive. I cannot justify it. I did find a dupe at Trader Joe's, you guys. It's good. And anyways, so these got me. Vegan, cruelty-free, without phthalates. So does that mean there's parabens in here? Come on, Sol de Janeiro. I don't know if there's parabens in here or not. I feel like if there wasn't, they would have listed it. The notes in here are actually on the packaging, which I find super cool and super easy for those of us that like to review fragrances. Does the average person who's wearing it probably care about that? No, they're more like, okay, it smells good. But I do appreciate that. So top, we have Latte de Coco, which I don't know if that means latte cocoa or if that means coconut. I'm gonna have to Google it. Warm sand. Mid is solar tuberose. I am a big fan of tuberose. I know that's one of those notes that can be hit or miss for people, but I'm a big fan. Then we have ylang ylang, and then in the dry, creamy vanilla and amber essence. I love vanilla. I love amber. Some of my favorites. Now let's Google this. Latte de Coco. It's coconut milk. Ooh, okay, I am down with that. I love the smell of coconut and I love coconut milk. Okay, very interesting. It's supposed to be flirty, carefree, fun, all season long. These are all definitely, in my opinion, sounding like they're gonna be purely summer scents. One of the reasons I was intrigued is I'm going to Florida this summer for my grandma's 90th birthday, which is so exciting. And I kind of wanted to find like a signature scent so I could just pack one scent on the trip with me and then it would kind of hold those scent memories. That's like where my mind was going. So I thought, well, I need to try all 3. These are $20 for 3 ounces. Not horrible, not amazing. I feel like Bath & Body Works body sprays are probably about 14. I would think similar ounces, maybe a little bit more. Ooh, I like it. Right away, to me, this is a very happy scent. Like, it lifts your mood. It's pure summer in a bottle. It is very, 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 very suntan lotion, like the best smelling suntan lotion you could think of, but totally suntan lotion. I personally love a great suntan lotion. This reminds me a lot of Replica Beach Walk. I have the Dossier dupe. This is actually prettier than the Dossier dupe to me because the Dossier dupe of Beach Walk is a little bit on the harsh side, where it's like very sunscreeny, where there is a little bit of a more sunny, airy, floral sweetness in this that just kind of like lifts it, makes it like soft and like airy. It's like the smell of a really good sunscreen that has been warmed by the sun, and then there's like a nice, perfectly lightly cool breeze that's just floating through the fragrance, and you get a whiff of it. That's truly how I feel about this. Warm sand, honestly, yes, because there's almost like a dry, warm smell in there. It's not syrupy. It's a little bit dry, like warm sand. Definitely getting that coconutty vibe, but it is that very creamy, milky coconut. It's not like a freshly cracked open coconut. There's no like greeny or plant-like vibes to it. It's totally that creamy, milky goodness. Definitely get the tuberose, but it's not overpowering. If you don't like tuberose, I think you still might like this. I won't go out and say you'll love it. I think there's a chance you could still like it because it's not in your face tuberose. It's just more creamy, soft, white floral, which I feel like tuberose does a lot. Gives me a creamy vibe. And then ylang ylang, I think I get that in there. Honestly, like I'm not 100% on that one, but there's definitely, again, there's a floral, and I almost get like a yellow floral, which I think ylang ylang is. Then definitely creamy vanilla. The amber, I think I would have to wear it on my skin and really let it dry down to get that, but a little bit of the Olympia vibes, so probably yes, amber as well. Love so far, like do not regret this at all. I'm wondering if this will be my favorite. We shall see. But I really like this. To me is summer in a bottle. Perfect summer vacation. Like, Before I dive into one that's like too similar so that my nose doesn't get confused, I'm gonna reach for the Sea and Soul. This is supposed to be juicy citrus and ocean musk again. What was it? 3.4 ounces? Oh, just 3 ounces. Excuse me. 3 ounces, $20. Same deal. But this one has top notes of juicy citrus, tangy starfruit, mid pink pepper, fresh violet, dry down ocean musk, and white driftwood. This one is definitely sounding like much more refreshing, kind of awakening vibe. I'm not always a huge freshy fan or a huge citrus fan, but all of a sudden this summer I've really been loving the Dolce & Gabbana light blue. Like, who am I? It's so weird how the nose changes, but it's been really hot, and I think that's part of it. There's just days where it's so hot that I just want fresh. So I'm wondering if that's what this will be perfect for. So here we go. Ready? I'm ready. Ooh, interesting. Okay, hear me out. In the air, I very much get cotton candy. I don't know if it's the blue packaging, like sending my mind there, but there is this sweet, slightly tartness, sugariness that kind of wafts through the air that my mind instantly goes to cotton candy, which is fine by me. I love cotton candy fragrances. I was not expecting that at all. I really thought this would smell a lot like light blue, or maybe even go so fresh that it could have touched on masculine or unisex. Very, very feminine in the air. On the paper, it is more fresh, not unisex or masculine, but more fresh. It's something about the way it just is in the air that is sweeter. So I'm wondering if this is one that on the skin, when it warms up to you, that sweetness kind of comes out. This one is so well blended, it's actually very hard to distinguish the notes. I'm gonna spray it again. In the air, cotton candy vibes. That time I'm getting a little bit more of that zingy citrus, but it's very sugared zingy citrus. It's not like pure citrus, it's very sugared citrus. Like if you have a fresh lemon slice that has been dropped into sugar. That's what I get. Very sweet, very, very sweet. And then as it calms down, I get that more musky, kind of airy, light, approachable vibe. Candied violet. Like, I get the violet, but it's candied violet. The white driftwood, I think that is what kind of tames it in the base, that keeps it from being super sugary sweet as it tones down a little bit. Pink pepper, I do get a little pink pepper. This one I'm very curious how it's going to wear on the skin, because if it stays in that sweet realm without going too dry, too pink pepper on me, I think I will actually really love this, but it has to retain a little sweetness for me. But this is one I can see a lot of people enjoying. This one might be the most risky so far. I just don't know. I love it. Like, don't regret it at all. It's really beautiful. But it kind of just walks that sweet and then not sweet, where I'm like, the people who love sweet, I think will love the opening, but then depending on how it wears on the skin, may not love the dry down. And those who don't like sweet are not going to like the opening, but possibly be in love with that dry down. So, okay, I have to ruminate and think about this one for a second. Let's move on to Tropical Nights. Again, 3 ounces, $20. You guys get it. And this one did leak a bit when it was shipped to me, and it's leaking right now. I hope she's not broken. This one is Tropical Nights. This is honestly the first one that the notes really like sucked me in. I was like, ooh, okay, that sounds nice. This one is creamy tonka bean and vanilla absolute. This one was kind of marketed as date nighty, so that got me. Not that I get to go on many of those now. I've got a kid, but one can dream. And top notes are mandarin oil, night blooming jasmine. I don't think I have a lot of fragrances with jasmine, but I know people who love jasmine from what I've watched in others' videos, like love jasmine. Mid is vanilla absolute and patchouli. Then the dry down is creamy tonka bean, tobacco leaf absolute. I actually have come to really love a good tobacco note. It has to be the right semi-sweet tobacco note, not too smoky. It can really enhance a fragrance. Love creamy tonka bean, love vanilla. Patchouli honestly is not my favorite at all on its own, but I do see how it adds a depth and a richness and a sexiness to fragrances, so I totally get why it's needed in a lot of fragrances. It seems very common to me in fragrances, but it like straight up patchouli perfume, like it smells hippy dippy music festival to me, and I cannot. I worked with someone who was the sweetest person ever, but she loved patchouli perfume. Couldn't do it. Was not my favorite. She's a little harsher than I expected. Now this is the one to me that truly smells perfumey and not summer body spray or like really summer. You could wear this all year. This is not like that typical seasonal scent. This is all year. I'm not mad at it. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. I get why this one was marketed date night. There is that depth, the little bit of darkness, just in the fact that it has the, I think the patchouli, the creamy tonka bean, the tobacco leaf. It's just not summery like I was expecting. It is softening a bit as it dries down. This one, Tropical Nights, above all the others to me. This is one I really feel like I would truly have to give a wearing, and I will wear these and I will update you guys in the comments. I will try to pin a comment once I give them all a proper wear. This one is becoming a lot more creamy in the dry down. It was a little harsh in the opening. It almost came across slightly coffee, very perfumey. I feel like the alcohol really kind of stood out, was in your face in the beginning, and I was a little bit like, caught off guard. In the dry down, she's becoming a little more creamy, but I think I expected it to be a little bit sweeter and more creamy with the notes it has, and more vanilla, like in your face vanilla, almost like a bourbon vanilla, just like a really like Kayali vanilla. Date night appropriate, yes. Am I blown away? No. I truly am like, ooh, okay, I really like these, and I think they're scratching that itch for me for summertime, which is what these were meant for, where this one is kind of throwing me for a loop because there's just something not real tropical about it. My thoughts are going to be a little specific, I guess, but that's just because I like to be real with you guys and I don't want to recommend something that you're going to end up hating or anything. Purchase it from a place you know you can return to if you don't love them. That's always my recommendation. I know they're really hard to find. They're sold out. A lot of them are sold out on the Sephora website. I've heard they're still available in some stores. Ansel de Janeiro's playing that whole "it's not going to come back out" thing. I personally feel like that's probably a lie. Worst case scenario, they would probably wait till next summer. I feel like a lot of companies do that to kind of convince us to go crazy and purchase it because we're terrified that we'll miss out. These two I think are super fun, super flirty. The pink one, tan lines, very much sunscreen flirty. Like you are on the beach, you want to smell like straight up sunscreen with a little dash of perfume in there. And then the Sea and Soul is way more flirty than I expected, with it being kind of citrusy and fresh. But there's like that sugary little kick in there that gives it a very flirty, fun vibe. Actually very impressed with that. This one, the notes make me think, oh, this is one that like everybody would like because most people are happy with tonka bean vanilla based perfumes. It's not that it's terrible, it's just not knocking my socks off. And it's just not scratching that tropical itch. I honestly would have been much more in love with it if it was almost like a dense, creamy, syrupy, coconutty, vanilla tonka tobacco leaf. This one is like right here, and I want it to be like right here. I hope that makes sense. Like it's just not enough. Like a little more would give it that real like ooh rich date night, summer date night type of vibes for me. So this one is a little lackluster. If you guys have tried these, let me know what you think down below. I seriously love hearing your opinion. I know everybody else here does as well. So leave your thoughts, make your mark, leave it down below. And yeah, you guys, that is everything. All right, well, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. As always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.